Hello everyone and welcome to another Google Ads tutorial. Today we're going to learn how to create Google Ads conversion actions with Google Tag Manager. We're going to go straight to the point. Before we do that, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps tremendously to create new content, so thank you very much in advance. And let's get started. So let's say that we want to create a conversion action that has to do with a page URL. Now, we are going to track people who come to this page as a conversion action. This can be a thank you page, it can be a cart page, it can be a checkout page. This is going to be the first example that we are going to run together. How are we going to do it? We're going to come here to Google Ads. We're going to go to goals from the left-hand side, and we are going to select summary. In this screen, we're going to say create conversion action. And once we create a conversion action, in this screen, it is very important to deselect everything and select only conversions on a website, but we don't want Google Analytics to be here. So we are going to click Edit, and we are going to insert our website's URL here in this box. So we are going to insert the website's URL. It's already here, but we're going to do it. We're going to say scan, and now the system will scan our website. It's going to give us some suggestions that we're going to ignore, and we are going to go with the Google tag, not with Google Analytics. Why are we going to do this in this case? Because today we are setting up Google Ads conversion actions with Google Tag Manager directly from Google Ads. So we want to select the Google tag, not Google Analytics. So we are going to say done, and here what you need to see is conversions on a website via the Google tag. So this is very important. Once you make sure that this is the case, then you're going to click save and continue. Here we are going to select the category of our conversion action. So let's say contact here. And here we're going to ignore the suggestion. We're going to say add conversion actions here from Google tag. And we are going to say set up manually using code. Then we're going to open the conversion settings. And here we are going to set up this conversion action. So we're going to give it a name. So we are going to say, for example, that this is visits to, let's say, contact page. Here the value is going to be the last option because we don't make revenue every time someone visits this page. We want to count everything once, not every time. We don't want to count this multiple times. We only want to count this once per user. We are not going to mess up with these attribution settings, and we are going to say done here. Once this is the case now here, we are going to say save and continue. And once we say save and continue, here we're going to say use Google Tag Manager. And now here under this option, you're going to see the conversion ID and you're going to see the conversion label. So we are going to need these two numbers and this string of text basically, right? So we're going to need the conversion ID and the conversion label because the next step happens on Google Tag Manager. So we created this conversion action in Google Ads. Now we're going to go to Google Tag Manager and we're going to create a tag. We're going to name this tag, maybe let's say visits to contact Google Ads. And here we are going to create the tag. We're going to click tag configuration. We are going to select Google Ads and we are going to select Google Ads conversion tracking. Once we come here, we need to paste the conversion ID under this box and the conversion label under this box. So we are going to copy the conversion ID. We are going to paste it here. We are going to copy the conversion label. We are going to paste it right here. And this is the tag configuration. Now we need the trigger. We said that we want to track as a conversion people who land on this URL. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new trigger. So we're going to click the plus symbol. We are going to call it visits to, let's say, contact. And here we are going to create a new trigger configuration. We're going to say this is relevant to a page view. And we're going to say some page views. Which page views? Only the ones where the page URL contains /contact. So, and we are going to save here. So what we did as of now is we created a new Google Ads conversion. that has this specific conversion ID and conversion label that corresponds to what we created in Google Ads. And we said that this conversion happens when people visit this specific URL. And that's how you can track conversions in Google Ads for thank you pages, for cart pages, for checkout pages, for contact pages, or any other type of pages that you want to track. Okay, so as a next step, what you need to do is to save, submit, and publish your Google Tag Manager container. Don't forget to save, submit, and publish. Otherwise, your changes are not going to be live. So this is example number one. So let's actually give two more examples, because that's not the easiest process to digest. Here in Google Ads, all we have to do is to click finish. So let's say now, starting from the beginning, that we want to track something else. So let's say that we want to track maybe every click on this WhatsApp button right here, and we want this to be a conversion in Google Ads. How are we going to do it? Same drill. We're going to go to goals, summary, we're going to say create conversion action. And once we come here, it is very important to only select conversions on a website. It is very important here to make sure that it says via Google Tag. If it doesn't, you are going to click on edit and you are going to paste your website URL. You're going to select Google Tag. Here needs to say conversions on a website via Google Tag. So we're going to save and continue. We're going to select the category of this action. So let's actually categorize it under, maybe it's not a submit lead form. So this doesn't really matter. So maybe contact, for example, this one as well. Here we're going to say add conversion actions. We are going to select our Google Tag. We are going to say set up manually using code. And here under the conversion settings, we're going to build our Google Ads conversion. So we are going to call this basically WhatsApp click. We are going to remove basically here the value because we don't make anything when people click on this button. We're going to say we want to count this one time as usual, so not multiple times, because we want to count unique times somebody clicks on this button. And we are going to say done here. Now we're going to say save and continue. And now, like the last time, we're going to come to this screen. We're going to say use Google Tag Manager, and we have a new conversion ID and a new conversion label. So same drill. We're going to go back to Google Tag Manager. We're going to create a new tag. We're going to call this, for example, WhatsApp click. We are going to click here on tag configuration. We're going to say Google Ads. We're going to say Google Ads conversion tracking. Here we're going to come to Google Ads. We're going to copy our conversion ID. We are going to paste it right here. We are going to copy the conversion label. We are going to paste it right here. And that's the tag configuration. Now, when it comes to the triggering, we're going to create a new trigger. We are going to give it a name. So we're going to say, for example, WhatsApp click. And we are going to configure our trigger. In this case, we're going to select just links, because when someone clicks here on this button, they go externally. So we are going to come here, right click. We're going to copy the link address, and we're going to say this is relevant to some link clicks, only the link clicks where the click URL contains, for example, WhatsApp, right? Because we say contains, we don't really need to put anything else. And that's it. Now, the whole magic here happens on the triggering. The initial process in Google Ads is always the same. Always the same, right? So don't forget to click on finish here, as I said before. So in Google Ads, always what you have to do is to say create a conversion action. Here in this screen, you need to make sure that you only select conversions on the website. You have here selection as Google Tag. If this doesn't say Google Tag and it says Google Analytics, actually there is a way to import from Google Analytics, which is easier. But in this case, and if you want to create the conversion actions through Google Ads, then you're going to click on edit. You're going to put your website here. You're going to say scan. You're going to select your Google Tag. So make sure here that it says via Google Tag. Then in the next step, you're going to select the category of your conversion action. Then in the next step, you're going to say I want to create a new conversion action. You're going to select the Google tag. I want to do it manually using code. You are going to configure basically here the name of your conversion action and all the particulars. And then in the last step, basically the system will give you here the conversion ID and the conversion label. Then you're going to go back to your Google Tag Manager. You are going to say, I want to create a new tag, Google Ads conversion tracking. You insert the conversion ID, the conversion label, and all the magic happens in the trigger. You can actually create triggers relevant to anything. And here, don't forget, once you are done, to say save, submit, and publish. This is very, very, very important to send all your changes live. And that's how we can create Google Ads conversion actions with Google Tag Manager. It is not rocket science, but you need to follow the steps one by one, and you need to be a little bit careful to select the right choices, create the right triggers, and that's it. That's how you can create Google Ads conversions with Google Tag Manager. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you want to work with me, if you want me to help you set up your Google Ads conversions, happy to do that. You can find links in the video description. That's all for this video. Have an amazing day. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.